Yo, what's going on, people? Today, I wanted to have a little heart-to-heart, if you will. I consider myself more of a Pokemon card collector than an investor. Some of that has to do with budget reasons. If I had more money, I would do more investing. But at the end of the day, I love collecting cards, I love collecting sets, and I love putting binders together. I also am not a big fan of negativity or drama in the hobby. I just want to do my own thing and have some fun. And of course, drama and negativity will pop up from time to time, but I wanted to take this opportunity to share a few reasons why collectors and investors in Pokemon card products, right, singles, seals, slabs, you name it, how we can help each other and how we work together to enjoy this hobby in our own ways. I've written some notes here, so bear with me as I go through these 7 listed things that I've come up with on how we help each other out. Reason number 1 is market stability and growth. Pokemon collectors create a continuous demand for Pokemon cards and products, and this ensures that the market stays healthy. This demand is also crucial for investors who rely on this demand to see growth in the assets that they're holding, right? And this could be sealed products, singles, slabs, whatever it is that they have. Collectors also establish baseline prices for products by continually buying, trading, and selling the items that they have in their collection or items that they're trying to add to their collections. This reference point is a price that investors, analysts, whatever you want to call them, can use to make predictions about market trends moving forward. The second area is market knowledge and expertise sharing. Pokemon collectors are insanely knowledgeable about the cards that they're collecting, and some of them possess really niche down specific amazing knowledge about rarity, uniqueness, you name it, about the different cards and products that they are collecting. This expertise knowledge is invaluable to investors who need that knowledge to make informed decisions about where they're going to put their investing dollars. On the flip side, investors can share financial knowledge with collectors about market trends and where some of the best opportunities to put their dollars will be so that collectors can get the most bang for their buck when it comes to their Poké dollars. For example, the recent Sword and Shield boom that's been going on, right? Investors have been talking about this for months and months and months before the boom actually happened. And for us collectors, if we'd have been listening and paying attention, we could have gotten in before prices got too high. The third reason is increased market visibility. Collectors generate a whole bunch of excitement about new releases, and we'll take the current Shrouded Fable set that's going to be coming out, and we're already getting leaks and information about the set. This is happening before the next set is even coming out, right? We're still waiting for, what is it called, Twilight Masquerade, and we're already getting excited about the next set that's coming out after that. Collectors also get excited about rare finds, awesome hits that they get in their pack openings, and also set collections that they're completing, which is something that I'm focused on. And all of this brings visibility to the Pokemon market, which can introduce more people into the hobby as well. And of course, more attention on the hobby is great for both collectors and investors alike. The fourth area is going to be in liquidity and market activity. Collectors are constantly buying and selling cards and trading even, to be able to finish their sets and have the things that they want in their collections. And this liquidity and market activity is crucial for investors who need to be buying and selling products in order to be making a profit. At the same time, investors are going to be competing with each other and creating a really vibrant marketplace for collectors to be in so that we can actually get the cards that we want and hopefully get them at attractive prices for our Poké wallets and Poké dollars. And this synthesis, this synergy together create something really special, its own Pokemon marketplace ecosystem, if you will. A fifth area is going to be in preservation and authenticity. Collectors are big into authenticating their collections, and this drives the market for grading services like PSA, CGC, Tag, whatever grading company you can think of, right? Investors also rely on this to ensure the legitimacy and the price point of the investments that they're making. And it makes it easier to put a value on these investments from an investor point of view. This entire process also ensures that meticulous preservation techniques are taking place on Pokemon cards being ripped in packs or coming out of promo boxes or what have you, so that the quality of the cards remains really high moving forward. And 20 years down the road as a collector, if there are some cards that I want to get into my set collecting, or let's say even some of the original ones, right? The quality of those cards are going to be so much better in the future as a result of our efforts today than they have been in the early days of Pokemon collecting, right? Where getting a high quality card, it didn't happen as often because we treated the cards much more poorly. So this is something that's going to be helping collectors and also helping investors. As a sixth area, I also want to consider diversity of interests. Collectors in and of themselves are going to be focusing on kind of niche areas. For example, I like collecting master sets, which means I'm going to be needing, commons, uncommons, reverse holos, anything and everything I can get my hands on. Whereas other collectors are going to be looking at, we'll say, trainer cards or illustration art rares, or they're going to be going into Japanese or Korean or English or some other language. Or I've even heard of people who only collect cards with food on them, who only collect cards with books on them, you name it. And while for the individual collector it's very niched and single-minded, for the investor this benefits them because they can diversify their investments into many different areas, knowing that there's going to be a market for all of these different areas as well. And while collectors are really aiming for set completion and personal satisfaction, investors are aiming for financial returns. So in many ways, we're not necessarily competing against each other. And these two different interests can work together so that we can both win, right? It's not necessarily a zero-sum game, right? Everyone can win along the way. And the seventh and last area I want to talk about is community and culture. The Pokemon community, I have to say, so far has been very welcoming to me. And I'll admit, I'm a collector. A lot of the people that I interact with are investors. But at the end of the day, the collecting plus investing investors and collectors all together create a really vibrant community of Pokemon enthusiasts. And this vibrant community fosters a culture of sharing and trading and really mutual support along the way. On the collecting side, collectors are going to be preserving the history and the nostalgia and the lore and the quality of the cards and the TV show and the game and everything that there is to do with Pokemon. On the investing side, investors are going to be highlighting the value of Pokemon cards as a serious collectible and a serious hobby in the eyes of the broader financial market. And this is something that you're going to be seeing not just in Pokemon, but also sports cards and other collectibles as an increasingly viable alternative asset class in the eyes of big-pocketed investors. In conclusion, in summary, I would say that Pokemon card collectors and investors are going to be supporting each other in many ways beyond even just these 7 that I highlighted in this video. Collectors like myself are going to be bringing passion, knowledge, and a consistent demand for these products. Investors, which maybe someday I'll become one as well, are going to be providing knowledge, analysis, information on pricing, trends, and some stability in the pricing as well. Not to mention increased visibility into the market and into the hobby for perhaps maybe non-Poke people. My hope is that together we can build a vibrant and prosperous Poke community and that it'll be fun, non-stressful, and that everyone is going to win along the way.